Good evening, and welcome to Motor City Radio. You chilling with your girl, Sexy Shakinya in the house. One more again. And this is what we do around this time. It is Friday. It is 7 p.m. And you can only catch us on the Vent Radio Network. And I'm here. And all I can tell you is it's been a long week. It feel like just last Friday I was in L.A. doing my show live. Oh, yeah, I was in L.A. Shout out to Hilton Home Suites and Redondo. They treated a sister like she was famous. And shout out to, no disrespect, Miss Mcinnis, no disrespect, but Anthony Adams was on last week. So I'm going to let you know now. This is a fair opportunity type platform here. And next week we got Mr. Barrow coming on. Okay, so y'all some heavy hitters that we got here. And, it's all for the good because we want our people to know exactly where y'all stand, where y'all coming from, and what y'all plan on doing for us when y'all get into office. So without further ado, y'all, I'm going to bring her here because we got Miss Mcinnis back in the house. She came back again, y'all. We didn't scare her away last time. And today she got some good news, people, because she's officially, what they call it, when you get all your signatures and all your paperwork and everything in a row and they go over it and they be like, oh, okay, you good. What's that called?
Your signatures are validated and certified.
So she's certified and she put a stamp on it, baby. And we got her back in the house because it's a whole different ball game right now because it's showtime now. It's showtime now. Now you got to show and prove. Miss McGinnis. So we're gonna leave it right there so they can take a look. Because you look so pretty in that blue. I don't know. I already told you. I ain't getting fresh with you now. I'm just letting you know. I gotta compliment my sisters when I see them looking good. And should be a campaign color or something for you. This blue, because I see it, and that's you. And so somebody already told you this, because you already know. So yes, now that you are back with us, I want you to tell people a little bit about what's going on now that you have been certified. Has anything changed? Are you in another direction? What's going on now?
Well, hello, and thank you again for having me. For everyone out there, my name is Charleta Mcinnis. I am running for mayor of Detroit. I born and raised in the city of Detroit. I attended Detroit Public Schools. I graduated from Osmore High School in class of 88. And I worked for the city of Detroit, been there for 18 and a half years as the budget manager for various departments within the city of Detroit. And I was a second deputy fire commissioner for 2.5 years as well under Mayor Bean.
Wow.
And like I said, I'm certified. I'm validated now. Me and my team is out here trying to.
I'm just curious. Is anybody else in your family that's in? Because what would that call it? Would that be public service? Where you at? What would that be titled if we had the title?
It's called public service.
Yeah, is anybody else in your family like heavy into public service or anything like that?
Well, I had a brother, Melvin Rogers. He retired from the city of Detroit some years ago, but he worked there for over 25 years.
Okay. I was just curious. There's a lot of people that I know when they ain't be in public service, their mama was in it, their daddy was in it, they grew up in it, so they want to continue that legacy and, so I was just curious to know.
No, it wasn't that. It's just that I've been working for the city for 18 and a half years under 4 different mayors. And by working in the budget department, we see all aspects of the city as a whole because we budget the entire budget for general fund from grants to enterprise funds. So we just see everything. And from my experience, there has been some direction of various mayors that I wasn't in agreement with. And I felt that those funds could have been used differently to benefit the citizens instead of their own personal interest and gain.
Now, the positions that you held, did they give you any outlets or any way to where you can express how you feel or make changes? Some places have like a ballot box where if you have issues that you can write them down and turn them into somebody and they evaluate them or they talk about them at their next meeting. Did they have anything like that set up to where you can express that?
No, not really. Not within the city as a whole.
Okay.
I mean, I work in the budget department, so our family, our department is pretty much like a family.
Okay.
We can express our concerns within our department, but working in the budget department, everything you do in budget is confidential
Okay.
because we handle everything.
Okay.
So we can't really express ourselves how we want, and we work at the hand of the mayor. Whatever their decision is and what their avenues and directions that they want to take within the city, that's our job, just to make it happen.
You think that might be a change that needs to be made when you do become mayor?
Oh,
Do
definitely.
you think it will help?
Because I'm currently a city employee.
Yeah.
I had to work today just like everyone else.
Yeah.
And the morale at the city is very low. And it's been that way for years. So yes, some changes needs to be made, and
Yeah, because it seemed like that would help a little bit if you had some type of grievance, some type of place where you can grieve and tell somebody, and it actually go up the chain of command, and something get done about it. It
Well,
get dealt with.
we have unions, but since the bankruptcy, the union presidents, and they're not within the city anymore. They're not city employees, so it's outside entities, and I do believe that they are at the hand of the administration and not for the members.
I don't like
So
that.
some things need to be changed. The unions need to be brought back in house, and they need to be able to represent the members. But at the same time, they need to represent the administration as a whole. They need to be collectively joined together because, as you see with some of our fire department, some of them were caught drinking.
Yeah.
But when I was the second deputy fire commissioner,
You was second deputy fire. Gosh darn it! How many jobs? I'm about to write them down because I swear you was a part of the fire commission too.
I was the second deputy fire commissioner under Bean when we had Don Austin as the fire chief, the fire commissioner, and Edsel Jenkins and Fred Wheeler were our deputy directors. Edsel Jenkins came in after Fred Wheeler had left. And so yes, that was one of our issues, was some of the drinking on the job as well. And at the time,
so this ain't something that just happened. It's something that's been going on for
it has
a
been.
minute.
But at the same time, if you know that, then give them avenues where they can, get the necessary help that they need. But
Yeah.
at the same time, the problem with that is DFFA, the fire department, all their employees, from the firefighters to the sergeants to the captains, they're all in the same union. So that's one of the main reasons why the captain is not going to say anything if he see his drivers or his firefighters drinking, because they're all in the part of the same union. So it's different from the the police department. Police officers have their union, but the sergeant lieutenants have their own union, as well as the captains. They have their own union. So they have that direct supervision. They're not in the same union. They're not amongst the same, structure.
Wow. What was the breaking point for you that made you decide that this is what you want to do, that you want to run for mayor? Because there had to be something. Because I asked you last time you were here, and I did not mean to, and you didn't act as if you were offended or I did something or said anything wrong. And I just want to reiterate that I wasn't or trying to, but I did let you know the city council had a lot of seats open.
Yes.
And did you want to start there? But for some reason, you choose to bypass that and all other entities of government and go there, and that's a high-ranking job as a mayor. Something happened. Something had to happen. It was the straw that broke the camel back that made you want to take that role and run for that position. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Well, the first thing was I wanted to run. Well, I did run for president in 2020. And I ran because none of the other candidates was saying what they were going to do for me and anyone else out here like me. And that was one of my main reasons for running for president. And to try to end poverty and to improve the quality of life for the citizens that's making less than $250,000. And since that didn't happen, because the Democratic Party had left my name off the ballot, because they said they didn't see any $1 million ads, which I'm not a millionaire. I'm a single mother. I work 3 jobs out here trying to make ends meet. So I didn't have $1 million to have $1 million ad.
Was that part of is that part of what you need to run? Is $1 million something that say $1 million?
It shouldn't be. No.
Okay.
There was no specific qualification that you had to have $1 million. No.
You should have sued then. I would have sued that.
Somebody else said that, but
some type of discrimination then for them to say that. And if it's not in the law books for you to have $1 million policy or $1 million, then yeah, I would have tried to fight that. I'm just saying. Okay.
But
continue.
we're a single mother. All I'm doing is trying to make ends meet for me and mine.
Mm.
But then after
I got a lot of respect for you. I'm gonna just let you know that right now. You set your sights high, and then you try to follow through and do what you got to do to make it happen. I got a lot of respect for you, sister. I'm letting you know that right now.
I've always been that way.
Wow.
So running for mayor, my decision was because I still want to be able to help our citizens, and since I done worked under 4 different mayors for 18 and a half years, I done worked under various city council members. And I just see the inside of a lot of different things that I can't say specifically what, that transpires. I was about to
ask you too. Well, you know what, I didn't want you to really get specific, but is it a couple things that you can safely say that you feel is troublesome or can be fixed? I know we touched on one a few minutes ago, but maybe one more thing that you know for sure, just because of the positions that you've held, that need to be tweaked or fixed, that you purposely going in to target, or you already have an idea in place of how you gonna fix that and make it better.
There are various.
I know that was a loaded question.
That was various.
Sorry, but I just I'm nosy.
Well, for one, as much as possible, there are so many different, when we had the bankruptcy, so many of our employees were laid off. Over 400 Detroit workers were laid off. And some of them haven't received additional employment. Some of them are still laid off, and a lot of people have lost their pensions due to bankruptcy and they're dealing with health issues. A lot of people during the bankruptcy have fell dead at work. That never hit the news at all. Stress, people not knowing if they're going to have a job. We all had to reapply for our jobs. And no one. I
mean, it was bad, but to hear you speak on it, knowing that you were on the inside, it just feels devastating. Even though it's over and we out of it, it was a sad time for everybody. But to hear you say it and knowing that you was in there in the thick of it, it's like, it's hitting me all over again every time you say something. It's like,
you do not understand the stress.
Because I know they were fighting for certain benefits and stuff. They were trying to take away like the retirement or something like that, or.
Well, the new employees they don't have a pension. Now they have like a 401k plan now for the new employees. So we have the old pension, then we have a new pension.
Okay.
And it's so many different things I want to change. For one, make sure that our city residents have the initiatives and the opportunity to be able to get their high school diploma and GED so they can apply for some of these jobs. So many people have they can retire, but right now they can't even afford to retire. A lot of our employees. Because now you retire, you don't have any health benefits. No medical.
Fix it, Jesus.
And we need to see how can we be able to provide health benefits for our retirees, as well as the ones that's able to retire, but if they retire, they wouldn't have any health benefits.
Right. Oh my goodness. You can't retire, and then if you do, then you got to get you another job. Somewhat of another job that have benefits, that offer benefits. Glenn, we have a caller, and hopefully you call back, caller. I do apologize. Glenn has left the building. Okay, so would you be able, being in a position of mayor, to make changes as far as that, if something like that was to occur again? But you know what? Even without the bankruptcy, is there anything that can be put in place now to support the city workers?
Well, right now, I feel that there are different avenues that can be done and taking place.
And I hope I asked that right, because maybe I'm thinking like once you get in office, like will you have the power or the ability to make some changes to where they can have some benefits or medical for a short length of time, I guess, after they retire? Because what was it before the bankruptcy? Was it a limited time that you guys had it?
If you retire At 25 years, you wouldn't have your health benefits, but if you retire at 30 years, you would have full benefits.
Mm.
And but if
Forever and ever?
Forever and ever.
Okay. Oh, that's
So now we don't have any benefits 25 or 30. So a lot of people, they're like, well, 25, I'm 25 and out.
Yeah.
Because it's nothing, it's no incentive to stay to 30 years.
Oh my goodness. Now, one thing I do want to ask, and I don't know if you can do anything about it or if it's even on your agenda, but having the officers live in the city and the city workers, if they work for the city, to live in the city. How do you feel about that?
I feel that they should have never got rid of residents.
All right.
Because I live in the city, and at that time I felt that it felt good when you knew you had an officer stayed in your community, and you knew them on first name basis. But as soon as Archer got rid of the residency through the state, they fled.
And I hate that he did that. And I've always wondered if any other mayor after that, if it was anything they can do to bring that back. Like, can that be brought back?
I don't think that it can be brought back totally, but you can try to suggest that for new employees, you would recommend that they be city residents, or you can give them certain points or higher points when they apply for they put in their application. That if they're a city resident, they get extra 15 or 20, 25 points.
Okay.
So once all their points is calculated, they may have 80%, and another person may have 60%.
Glenn! I don't know where he went, guys. He normally know this. So we have people calling, baby, and I don't know how to answer the phone. This is the second time somebody don't call. I'm feeling some kind of way, Glenn. I know. We had to do something important. Guys, because I said that in your defense, Glenn. I said, Glenn don't normally just abandon us like that, guys. So it had to be something going on.
The phone lines are wide open. You can call back. We will take your call.
Come on, caller.
So we are ready for your calls. Go ahead.
My apologies, callers. Yeah. So So you said, and you don't think there's nothing that we can bring, like you know how you, because I'm not politically savvy. You know how you put something, get the petitions together, and then you get a vote for it, or is it a situation where that can happen for the residency?
That could probably happen, but it wouldn't just be the city of Detroit. It would still have to probably go through the state.
Okay.
You know, I'm not a professional politician.
Okay.
So,
okay.
But that could probably happen by maybe doing a petition.
And I only asked that because I heard some people say it can't happen. I don't have no idea.
I
want to know when can it happen?
You can't just say that.
Because it used to be.
Yes,
so
but it changed statewide. It just didn't change for Detroit.
Got you.
So that's why we have a lot of city employees that do not work for the city of Detroit.
Oh my goodness. I just really feel like that. And not just police officers. I just really feel that the city would just take a turnaround if the people that worked in the city actually lived in the city. I think they would take better care of their property, have more pride about their neighborhood. Might be see more neighborhood block clubs or something.
They will take more pride and respect the citizens if they live amongst the citizens.
Yes.
If you don't live here, you don't value the city. And just knowing some of the residents or the employees that do work, that they live in Ferndale, they live in Upper Michigan. They'll come down here and work a day or two at the fire department and go right back home. So they don't have that, no tax base, no interest, no responsibility to the city.
Because I remember coming up, and a couple of my people, that Sandman that was calling, a couple of my people, when I would go visit, we knew it was a police officer that stayed on the corner. We knew exactly what house they stayed in. So we knew not to, not saying that I was a bad kid or we was rambunctious or nothing like that, but it was like we knew not to do nothing on that block because officer such and such stay down the street. Okay, Sandman, call now. That's him probably calling. Sandman can't get enough of us. He way out in Florida something.
Oh, good.
I told him, don't even worry about it. Hey, caller, thanks for calling.
What up, what up?
What up, Sam? 44,
hello,
man.
Man, 44 man in the house. Just touching down from Tampa, Florida. I was trying to do the Zoom. I was trying to do the Skype. I guess it wasn't working with me right, so I thought I'd call in. How you back?
Yeah, you enjoying yourself down there? You enjoying yourself down there?
No, I just got off the plane.
So where you
I
at?
just got off the plane. I went down there. I'm at home now.
Okay.
I just got off the plane, and I went to go get my grandson for the summer.
Okay.
And I went down there Wednesday, and we went to Busch Gardens, Tampa, Florida amusement park yesterday. Had a ball. Had a ball. I got it all on Facebook. Y'all can check it out. And we just touched it down. I'm teaching him some life skills, like work.
That's what's up, Sam, man.
With me, cleaning this driveway up and just trying to. I'm tired, but yet and still, he's up here and he's gonna have fun on my money.
All right.
He's gonna really need to work.
All right, Sam, man. Yeah, we got Miss Mcinnis back, Sam, man. We didn't scare off the first time.
How you doing?
How you doing? This is Mr. Sam 44, man. I'm sorry.
Hello, how are you?
She back because she's certified now, Sam, man. From the last time she was here.
She's certified?
Oh yeah, she got her signature. She stamped and ready to go. So now her campaign is on and popping right about now.
Well, I just like to see our candidates in our communities starting to step out, trying to do things. But we need y'all on the front lines, the battlefield. These babies that I'm sitting back teaching to work and earn a living and have some type of decency about yourself. That's what I'm more concerned about. Anything in this mayoral candidate thing and turning the city around. Because if we don't have things for the children and our young people, what does our future look like?
Bet you ain't gonna run.
We're getting old.
Right.
Glenn said for you to run. He wants you to run, Sam, man.
Bet you ain't gonna run.
No, I'm too much. I can't run for it. But I would participate in helping our candidates.
We're gonna go to their campaign offices and do a Facebook Live. We're gonna go to everybody's campaign office and do a Facebook Live. You okay with that, Ms. McGinnis?
And I told you, let's do that.
And you get set up and stuff.
Sure.
That's
no
what
problem.
we're gonna do. Well, Sam, man, we're gonna let you go, baby, because she telling us about what's going on now. Because see, her campaign about to jump off.
Okay, well,
now.
I'm gonna tune in because I just wanted to make sure that let you know I touched back down and I didn't want
I'm glad
you to
you
be
back.
discouraged because I know I'll be out there with you, but I had to go and do this. But
all right,
we'll get it together.
All right, good
All
night.
right, y'all have a good night, and I will. And Representative, I wish you the best of luck.
All right.
Thank you.
In this, I don't even know how to put it. It's a crazy, crazy world.
Yeah, it
type
is.
of thing. So make it sense for us, and we got you back.
All right.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Thank
All right,
you.
y'all. That's Sam 44,
Wait,
man.
Sam
44 man.
Just checking in, guys. Yeah, he couldn't be with us tonight. I am unsupervised in that building, but I'm gonna be okay. I got Miss McGinnis in the house. She gonna make sure that I keep it intact. I'm gonna be on my best behavior. So we got her back, guys. Last time she was here, she was running, and she's still running. And by the way, now she's stamped and certified. If you didn't hear me say that, and I'm gonna keep saying that because that means something. I don't care what nobody say. That means something. Everybody, it was a lot of people that wanted to do what you doing. And they ain't get certified, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? And why they didn't? Because they didn't have everything that they needed. So the fact that what all did you need?
Well, the minimum, you have to have at least 500 signatures that were certified residential voters, residents of the city of Detroit, and they had to be registered voters.
And that ain't no simple task. I'm going to be honest with you.
Not at all.
Because this is a pandemic.
Oh, yes.
So just even to be out, you was lucky to get the couple people you got up at Rouge. And you know what? I'm going to take that back because it wasn't a couple people. Because when I was there, you guys had a lot of people rallying around y'all for support. They was doing 6 feet distancing, guys, but there was people that was waiting to sign your petition. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate everyone in the city that signed my petitions, that was giving me all type of support. I want to give a special thanks to Cynthia Haynes in Flint, Shakita Brooks in Flint, Rich Jones in Flint. They came down and helped me almost every weekend to get signatures.
That is crazy.
My
for
church
you to
members.
be able to get people to come. Girl, that means you got reach. You got reach. You got family, cross lines like that. That speaks volumes for who you are as a person. I'm going to just keep it real with you. And then Miss Cynthia Haynes, she is just an angel. She is an angel. She is an angel. She is a soldier. She is on the front line for you.
Yes.
And you need people like her.
I surely do, and I truly appreciate her. Even when I may get discouraged. She would be like, we're going to do this. Get up. We got to go do this.
Girl, I'm going to share a little story with you. Yeah, y'all know I do coffee and conversation in the morning. I can't give y'all a specific time just yet. And that's only because y'all don't share the videos. Now, when y'all start sharing the videos and I start getting all these views and they start giving me these checks, then maybe I have a certain time. But as of now, I just pop on in the morning. And I tell you, I didn't want to come on the other day. I just wasn't feeling it. I hadn't been getting the love. I don't have a lot of subscribers. Ain't nobody been sharing. And your girl Cynthia called me through Messenger. I'm like, she called me and asked, what time is you going on for coffee and conversation? And when I tell you, Miss Mcinnis, it touched my heart. So I had to wing it that morning. I didn't even know what I was going to talk about. All I know is that I had to come on because somebody was listening to me. You know, and the fact that she supports you the way that she does, she shared my shows. I got to show. She is just the ideal person that you need on your team. Yep, you know, so you're starting off real good just off of that alone. Now, if people want to help you, if they want to get involved with the campaign, what can they do? How can they help you?
They can.
What do you need?
I need all type of support. I need someone to go out and walk and knock doors with us. Just because like I said, I'm not a professional politician. So I'm a single mother. Okay. And I work a full-time job, and I have my own accounting and tax business, and I sell real estate. Just so I can be able to provide for me and my family. Yes. So I'm not.
You doing a lot. You done laid up about 4 different things that you're doing. Goodness gracious.
That's one other reason why I'm running, because I know the struggle of a lot of our citizens. Yeah. We out here working. We're not looking for a handout. We just out here working, busting our butt, trying to make ends meet. These single mothers, some of these single fathers. And, I just want to be able to give them that support. You can work. People, when they working, they should be able to do this. Okay, by the time they pay their bills. Yeah. And pay their car note and maybe have groceries. Who said they have money to do anything else?
And taxes. I just had a conversation with an insurance person the other day, and he just broke down insurance and taxes, and it was like I didn't bring nothing home after everything was all said and done,
And you want to be able to, everybody need a livable wage. Yeah. And that's what I know I have. I'm a living witness. So if anybody have any type of second guessing of yourself, look at me. I was a teen mother. Had my first son at 16, had my second one at 18. True enough, I was a disappointment to my mother, my older siblings, but they didn't throw me aside. They didn't put me out. They supported me. They made sure I finished high school on time. Everybody don't have that.
You're right. They don't, because that make the difference. To have that family support.
A big difference.
That makes the difference.
And I want to be that support. Some days when I went to college, my mother was working as well. If she couldn't watch them and I still had to go to class, I took my kids to school with me. Sit in this lunchroom until my class is over. Don't move.
I've been there.
And
I used to take mine. I used to go to University of Phoenix, so I would take mine to the library, and them and their friends, on the 3 of them, probably a friend of theirs, they would be over there to the library closed, doing their homework, and then they'll walk across the street to the school, and they'll sit over there in the lobby until I finish. So trust and believe. I feel you. I feel you wholeheartedly. I do. You winning me. You winning me over now, Miss Mcinnis. I'm telling you now.
And I'm not a professional politician, and that's what so many people they be like, well, why are you running? People in Detroit, they don't want no help. I'm like, listen, everyone needs some type of help. They're not looking for a handout. Make sure they have the necessary skills. I live in the hood, and I see these young men walking, hanging out in the street, sitting on the porch, drinking all day. But a lot of them don't have no high school diploma. They don't have no GED. Some of them don't even have a driver's license.
Do they have any programs nowadays set up for that? I was researching for somebody. Somebody called in, and I said, call me at the office. And I said, what I ain't doing? I could not find any GED programs for people over
24
or 24.
Right, they don't have any,
that.
but they need to.
Yeah, they do.
Because everyone is not a kid anymore, but they still need that to be able to get in a skilled trade or to go to college if that's what they desire. But there's nothing out there for them. So you need to make sure we have the opportunity for these individuals to get their high school diploma regardless of their age.
Because they just had a program on the news today, Channel 2. I love Fox 2, Channel 2. A lady, 70 years old, she had just got her diploma or whatever, went through life. That was part of her.
Never too late.
Never too late. But it was way out there in, like, past Utica some damn where. It wasn't nowhere close. I can tell you that. I don't even think Utica was the right one. I don't even know.
We need it where people
But it was
can
somewhere
get to.
far. It was somewhere far.
Yeah, we need that for some people to get to. With all this development that's coming in the city, that's here and that's coming, the main thing, they're supposed to hire so many Detroiters, but then when the development starts, their thing is they can't find anyone that doesn't have the educational level or the skill.
True.
Or they can't pass their drug test.
True.
That's the three main things that they're saying about Detroit residents. So they'd rather pay the fine instead of hiring Detroiters.
Now, I'm going to pose this question to you like I posed to another candidate. What do you have in place for our returning citizens? Like before they come home, when they come home? Is there anything in mind that you have that you want to put in place for them to help them and assist them?
I sure do.
All right.
Because they don't have any prison rehabilitation while they're in prison, but they need to start. Years ago, they used to have high school diploma, GEDs, college degrees. I had a cousin who was in prison years ago. He had 2 degrees when he got out. But they don't have that anymore. So try to put programs in there for them to get their high school diploma, GED. Give them initiatives where if you get your high school diploma, we knock off a few months or a year. You get your college degree, we knock off a few years off your sentencing. And work with different businesses so that when these individuals get out of prison, they already have a job.
Now, one thing I did not know, and I should have been aware of, in my mind, I thought they already had this set up. I didn't know that they didn't have a lot of programs put in place, like right before they come home to try to how can I put it? I can't even think of the word right now. To acclimate them, into society.
Nothing.
I thought they had something set up. I don't know why I thought that. Doing the jail tours all this time, for some reason, I thought that they had that, and I just found out recently that they don't.
Because they're not set up that way. Not even the state prisons, but the majority of the prisons are privately owned. And their main thing is money. They don't care if you have a degree, because all they want you to do is to get out and come back. So they can continue recycling the money. They're not trying to rehabilitate you because they don't want you to come out and be successful and to be supportive and good citizens in the city. They want you to come back out, do the same thing, because now you at home. You've been in prison for 25 years. You come out. Maybe your mother or parents may be alive, maybe they're not. Maybe you don't even have any family. So you come out doing the same thing that you did to get put back in there.
And it's crazy because it starts with as a youth. It starts as a youth, because I know before I started my program, Attitude Adjustment, I started because I was looking for help for my little brother, and there was nothing. There were not a lot of preventative programs for our young boys. The only program they was pitching to me was for me to terminate my rights and let them get custody of him or whatever, make him a ward of the state, and they was gonna raise him. They had this fabulous ass program. Ooh, excuse my language, fix it, Jesus. They had this fabulous program for him, but the only way they would, take him is if I signed him over, and it was like an institutionalized type setting, in a group home type setting. That was all that was really offered. They said it was a couple other programs out here, but I ain't find them, so I had to sit down and put my own together.
That's the pipeline from high school, from school to prison pipeline. They're not trying to save our young men or women
at all.
Nothing. They're not trying to teach them anything from school, trying to get them any type of mental help. I took in my cousin's son. I had him since he was 10. He's 34 now. And they had him in different type of justice centers, and here in the city, Detroit, in Ann Arbor, everywhere. And I'm like, I will take him, because he needs some love, some guidance, and no one else was trying to give him that. They just want to keep him locked up, and he didn't need that. He was a good kid, and we need to make sure our kids have programs. When I was a kid, I was 13. I got my first job working like for the city.
Okay.
We cleaned up parks. We cleaned up
Yep.
Marshall Elementary, Persian High School, different things.
With the little yellow shirts.
Yes.
The little summer program. And I think they still have that. I don't see it, well, because of COVID, of course. I can't tell you when the last time I seen them. But before that, I want to say I did see a couple, just not as many as I used to.
I know the city still have one like for the police cadets, and we have the fire cadets. And they have other youth that come and work inside the building, and other companies may take on some youth, but I haven't seen those for those age groups. Because I got my first bank account at NBD back in the day on the Quinter and 8 Mile. A lot of my little friends had those little yellow T-shirts on, and they used to do it every summer. And I was gonna do it in the summer. I was gonna do it. I ended up applying for my little nursing assistant job and got it. And that's the only reason why I did not do the summer program, because the year before that, my friends was doing it and they made them some money. So I said next year they was gonna put me on, so I was gonna do it. And sure enough, I applied for both. And before the process finished, I got my job, so I never did do it. But I was gonna do it. But it also need to be. It shouldn't be based on your parents' income.
Oh, it's based on the income?
It was based on your parents' income at that time.
Okay.
But it shouldn't be.
Right.
Because just because your parents is working doesn't mean they have extra money after they pay their bills. They don't have money to do too much of nothing. Especially they only have one job. So, we need to make sure our youth is taken care of, make sure they get the necessary skills, get some summer training, do some financial literacy for the youth as well as for the parents. And we need to make sure we can end poverty, and we need to, this generational wealth, how we going to generate that?
Yes.
We need to do home ownership. I moved out at 21 and bought my first home. And not saying it was easy. It wasn't at all. But we need to show our people, that it's better to own your home than just renting. The majority of our citizens in Detroit is renting.
Because they don't know.
The people that's buying all these properties live outside the city and live outside of the country.
If you guys have any questions for our mayoral candidates, give us a call at 248-429-7224. And if you would like to be a guest and you want to sit right here next to Sexy Shakanya, you want to promote your business, your talent, or you just want to come and just talk, you want to woof off the neck because you got something going on and you want people to hear you, I want to have you. Give me a call at 313-586-2240. And we got her in the house, guys. We got Miss Mcinnis in the house, and she is running for mayor, and she has been certified. So right now, how did that feel? Just the whole process. You've been out here, you got your signatures, and now you find out. Like, is it like the Academy Awards where you got to wait until they announce you and you all on your couch and you got your... How was that? What was that like, that feeling to find out that you was actually certified?
Once they called me and told me that my signatures were validated, you just don't know the feeling, the joy. It was like a big weight that was lifted off of me, because...
How long was the wait? Like from the... Look, I want to get all in your business. From the time you dropped your signatures off until you had to wait for that phone call, like how long was that?
It was almost 2 weeks.
Oh, no. I would have died. in 2 weeks. Anxiety would have took over, girl. I would have lost it. I would have lost it.
It's like, oh, my God. I know they was tired of me calling. They was like, well, we're going to send you something, but they end up calling. But then they still sent me an email, and they sent me a certified letter stating that my signatures were validated.
Oh, my God.
And I couldn't wait to tell Cynthia. She was crying and screaming and excited.
And I ain't about to tell her business, but she called me, right? Once it was safe to let people know, she did let me know. And I was so happy for you. And I apologize if I didn't cordially reach out and tell you that, but through your messenger, through her, I knew telling her was just as good as telling you. And I did express how proud I was of you, because that was a big feat. You know what I'm saying? Just for you to have to, just to get your signatures, just do everything that you had to do to line up to qualify. That wasn't no simple task, and I ain't gonna just skimp over and act like it was, you know?
It wasn't, but it was all worth it. All the stress and the time that it took, and the initiative, and getting out here and meeting our citizens and meeting our people, and talking to people. They like, who are you? Who are you? I was like, I'm just like you.
Oh, because we're going to be hard. Our people is hard. We hard on each other, baby.
Just like you. I said, I'm no different. I don't think I'm better than no one else. I'm a hard worker just like everyone else. I'm a parent. I'm a mother. I love my children. I'm going to love the people and the citizens and the children of Detroit.
You're definitely relatable. I can say that. We can relate to you. You know what I'm saying? That's something, a quality that I think you need to have. I think Detroit is ready for should I say female mayor, woman mayor? I don't know what's the political way to say it, but I believe it's time. And
when I was working for, like I said, I was the second deputy fire commissioner for the Detroit Fire Department, and that's what a lot of the employees would say. They was like, you are the second deputy that was so personable. You come in, you come in the restroom, you be talking to everyone. We wouldn't even know that you were second deputy if we didn't know that was your title.
See, and that shouldn't be.
I said because it's just a title.
Yeah, that shouldn't be. You should be human first.
I'm just there
a
to
person
do a job.
first.
Exactly.
So
it's just a job.
Yeah,
it doesn't make you any more or less than anyone else. I'm there to do my job and to try to improve it. And while I was there, I saved the fire department was $14 million.
Damn.
So.
Damn, was you able to keep any of that going?
Well, I saved the general fund $14 million.
That's what's up.
But I want to be able to do that citywide.
Yeah.
So we can do some things for our residents and get them to where they need to be and make this Detroit the city that we know it can be.
What type of ideas do you have to bring businesses here, like not just downtown, but like it's a particular area that I'm looking at right over here on Davidson and Linwood area. Like throughout the city, you can see them building up in areas that I never knew. Like it's over there, like Park Street and stuff like that. It was just apartments, people walking their dogs, just nice little. It looked really nice throughout the city in different pockets of the city. But Linwood and Davidson area, it's like they ain't touching that area at all. It's like
Linwood
the last
and
one.
Davidson area, Davidson and Conant, Mound and Nevada, all these areas need to be repaired and done and improved. Like we have these really they were grants that's supposed to be for seniors to fix up their homes and things like that. But some of the grant money were taken. Now they're giving them out as loans for people to fix up their homes.
Okay.
Make everyone eligible to get the money to fix up their homes.
Yeah.
Not just a certain few. Why everybody, no matter regardless of what your income, because just because you're working, I mean you can afford to get a roof put on your house. Can't afford to put siding or a porch or steps. And I understand because it took me a while to get my roof repaired and I work my ass off.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
it's hard,
if I can't, and I'm working 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Other people that's working out here making less than $15 an hour, how can they afford it?
Girl, I'm
But
one
make
of
it
them.
possible. And for these land bank homes, make it possible for our residents can afford the homes. Let them purchase the homes, and then let them get the loans to fix them up so they can have a home.
They had a couple of programs out here, it seemed like, but it seemed like as fast as they come out and they introduce them to us, they be gone.
Back in the day, one of my best friend's mother bought a house for $1, nuisance and abatement. Got the loan, fixed it up, and that was her mortgage.
Okay.
Why we can't do that again?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It seemed like as fast as they come, they gone. The programs, like, how do that program still exist? Like,
my thing is, for the money that you letting these people get these loans to fix up these homes, are they paying these loans back? Who's reconciling to make sure that this money is being paid back? Because if it's paid back, then we can continue to recycle that money for other people to be able to get this money and fix up their homes.
Now look, Miss Mcinnis, now that I'm gonna keep saying certified because I want them to know. I want them to know. So now what happens? What you gonna do now?
Now I'm just I want to get out here and meet our residents, meet our citizens, and let them know that I am running and that I am one of them. I'm their sister. I'm their auntie. I'm their mother. I'm their friend, their sister girl, whatever it is that we can talk about anything. Let them know that there is options, there is help. If you have a goal, a dream, a desire, whatever it is that you want to do and want to accomplish, it's possible. It can happen. And whatever you need, I want to be able to provide that in a way that you can live your best life, improve your quality of life for you and your children, get your home so we can build this generational wealth. If you want to start a business, if we need to make sure you can get this, your high school diploma, your GED. If you want a skilled trade, make it possible. For a skilled trade, you can apply for some of these jobs with some of these corporations. But if you don't, but if you have that skill, you can start your own business. You can become your own plumber, your own welder, your whatever it is that you want to be able to do, you can do it.
When you gonna start knocking on these doors and stuff? Because I'm gonna jump in on that.
We're starting knocking on doors in the morning.
Okay. Okay.
We're starting tomorrow.
Wow.
We're gonna, like, I live in the 1st district.
Okay.
So we're going to start in the 1st district.
And for those people who don't know what the different districts is, where is the 1st district at?
The 1st district, I stay off of 7 Mile.
You ain't gotta give your address
area.
and stuff.
I give
There's
no
some
address.
weirdos out there. Like, you gonna keep that in
I
perspective.
stay in the 1st district, which is like the 7 Mile Evergreen area,
Okay.
8 Mile Greenfield, you know,
Okay.
from 8 Mile on down.
Okay.
So I stay in that district. So we're going to start over here tomorrow.
How
And
can people
Cynthia's
get the
coming down in the
flyers?
morning.
I know. I was hoping to see her this evening. I was all excited and fanning out, and I'm a little disappointed she didn't show. I'm happy you're here, though, but I'm a little disappointed
Thank you
she
for having
didn't
me.
show up.
Yeah, I have
you
flyers
know.
here. We're going to be passing out flyers tomorrow.
Okay.
And we're going to be mailing out flyers to some of our seniors.
Okay.
And so that's what we're going to
Well,
be
I'm going
doing.
to take a few of them with me
I
today.
will truly appreciate
Yeah,
it.
and I can put them in my area. Yep, I gladly do that. And that's something that I do. I've actually worked on a few campaigns over the years because I want to run for office at some point.
Oh, you
You've
should.
definitely given me the motivation to do so. Them seats in city council was open, but isn't that done by district as well? I know
It
we
is.
spearing off of what you run.
It's
you know.
done by district, and there's 2 at-large seats, but it's
Okay.
7 districts.
Okay.
Yes.
Now that Sheffield lady, what is she at large? Is she just representing a district?
She's in a district.
Okay, because I kind of like her. But the guy that's in my district, I like him, so I wouldn't try to run because I like him. It's not one of the seats that's open. But I don't know
Who,
what.
Tate is?
Yeah, I like Tate.
I like Tate.
Yeah, I like
That's
he a
her.
cool guy. I worked on his campaign one year, so yes, he a cool guy. But yeah, I want to run. I just don't know exactly what office I want to run for. I got to figure out what my platform gonna be. It's a lot. That's why I say something for you to push you in that direction to run for mayor, because that's a lot. That's a lot of responsibility.
It is.
Your platform, making sure you cover everything for everybody, because we hard on our people. I can't say
yes,
that enough.
we
We are so hard on
are
our people.
so
you
hard.
got to make sure you cover all those bases, because you ain't just the mayor for us.
Exactly.
You would be the mayor for everybody.
Everybody.
So it's like every angle, every demographic, you have to be on top of. And
Yes.
You prepare for that, Miss McInnis?
I am.
Okay.
You know, we like right now they're putting out that we have hate against Asians and different things like that, and but they're trying to make it seem like it's us that's against the Asian, and that's so not true. We've been supporting their businesses for years, and we still support their businesses. So it's not us.
Because I'm in the beauty supply at least once a week, guys, getting something.
So it's
you
not
know.
us that we need to stop letting.
But where did that come from? Wasn't there? I thought it was the white
It is. It's
that was doing it. I ain't hear that they thought us that we was doing it. What happened for them to think we did it?
It is the white Americans.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's showing this hate against the Asians.
Yeah.
But they're trying to show it or make it seem like it's us because
We get blamed for everything.
our current president, just signed that Asian hate bill.
Okay.
But you've been in office over 100 days, but you didn't put any bills in for hate against Black Americans.
Something to think about, people. Something to think about.
That's a lot. So you need to be.
Damn, I ain't even think about. Oh Lord, Miss McInnis, you got me thinking now. Like I didn't even think about that. I'm trying to think about what is being
So
done
it's
for
not
us.
So it's not us, and everyone is always against us. And I'm for all demographic of individuals that have businesses here within the city. I support everyone, but at the same time, you all, every other race and nationality have a business in the city. You have to respect your constituents, and the constituents and customers of those businesses, you have to respect them as well.
Is there anything put in place to where they got to give back? The ones that have businesses in our area, I don't know. That's why I'm just asking. Is there anything put in place?
It should be something that they give back, but I don't believe it's anything at the moment. We need to put something in place.
They should have to automatically give. I don't know if it's a certain amount of money back on top of whatever taxes that they are already paying, but something should be done to where it's being put back into our city, and also being able. It is a couple businesses in my area where they do hire us, but I would like that to be seen throughout the whole city as far as our people working, in these businesses that's owned by other folks.
But at the same time, we need to make it possible for our citizens can have their own businesses within our city.
I would love to see our grocery stores. I would love to see our people.
I agree.
On grocery stores, I would love to see our people owning all the gas stations in our area. I would love to see that. And I pray for the day that happens.
We need to come together and start putting our finances together so we can own and operate our own.
Because we got money. I was at the mall not too long ago, and I tell you, it was about 4 people in there getting cardies, okay? Then I moved down to the other store. It was a few of them getting watches. So I'm like, we got money.
But we have money, but we as a community need to be smart about our money. It's okay if that's the things you like, but do Cardi really respect you?
Right.
Do Fendi and Gucci and everybody respect you? No, they don't.
Right.
So it's other young ladies like what is her name? She has a purse collection called Bag Crush.
Okay.
Beautiful purses. Black owned. Support her.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. Beautiful pieces. Support her.
Yeah, I am all for that.
Instead of buying you a Gucci don't even want you to have Gucci.
But see, we gotta wear stuff like me. I keep my Allure bracelet on. This is a black designer. He makes all type of bracelets for men, women. Everywhere I go, no matter what video you see me on, I got a different color Allure bracelet. And even though I'm not famous yet, when I get there, I'm hoping that this young man blow up with me. When they see me and they get to take my pictures and the paparazzi and all that, and they get the title and she had on the designer names that I wore, the Allure brand is gonna show on there, and that's my brother, and I'm hoping that he get all the love and attention and everything that he needs, as a result of that. I'm just one person, but y'all go to www.allurewristdesign.com, support my brother Sean Rule, and get you a bracelet as well. But Miss McInnis, we gotta wrap it up. And I wanted to talk to you so much because I wanted to get more about just your whole experience of running. I really did. I wanted to touch on that because that right there is a story within itself. So that means you got to come back. We got to have you
to come back.
Now, yo, guys, please look. My book all tore up. Y'all, it's falling apart. Get you a copy. I know I didn't do story time today because we had Miss McInnis in here, y'all. This is the second time she done came back. She's certified and running for mayor of Detroit. So the whole show was all wrapped around her, and I was okay with that. So I do want y'all to go to lulupublishing.com, get your very own copy of Dysfunctional Family Knots. I need you to follow me on YouTube under Shakenya so y'all can see all of Coffee and Conversation. You don't want to miss none of that. And follow me on Facebook and Instagram under Shakenya, Sexy Shakenya, Motor City Radio. You can't go wrong. And it's crazy because they used to talk about me. My name, they used to tease me, Shakenya. I say, yeah, I'm going to get y'all ass. Wait till I grow up. Just wait till I grow up. Sexy Shakenya is everywhere. You can Google me. Google me, people. Now, Miss McInnis, if they want to get involved with your campaign, is there a number or email or any way they can get in contact with you so they can hit these doors and pass out these flyers?
Yes, I would love your help and support. You can reach me at 313-283-8974. That's the phone number. The email address is Charleta, CHARLETA, MCINNIS at CharletaMcInnis.com.
That's what's up, people. So this is another show down. This is Motor City Radio. Y'all can catch us again next Friday at 7 p.m. We will have Mr. Tom Burr on. So we're going to hear what he's talking about.
Miss McGinnis, you winning us over now. You are what we need. I'm gonna be honest with you on that. We need another woman. It's time. It's time for a woman in there. It's time.
I'm hoping that goes as well as planned.
Yeah, it's
but
time.
I'm not a professional politician, but I just want to say thank you for having me.
Thank you for
and
coming.
I just love your
thank
support
you.
And your environment, your radio show, and
try.
It's awesome.
Glenn helps.
Thank you, Glenn. You're doing a great job, Glenn.
That's it, guys, and we are out. I'll see you next week. Mwah. Thank you so much.